So, one new thing that I learned though, we developers tend to use a lot of memes. So you'll be seeing a lot of 9x memes on my talk too. So, hi everyone, thanks for sitting in for this session. As you can see, I want to talk about how to bootstrap your small game studio and how to survive without it. So, this was me. Well, is was doing this when you were a child. Show me around. Okay. So we all love playing game, and of course, it's also some of our one of my dream and some of you guys' dream to grow up and create awesome game. But then we grow up later, and then we realize it's not actually easy. Because you have to join with the big company. Then came along App Store, Apple app and Android App Store. And you've been seeing a lot of success story about those small indie games making a lot of big money. And you think to yourself, I'm gonna be rich. And so I started my own small game studio. And later I actually found Thunyut. So not long ago I watched an awesome talk on YouTube. This guy, Jake Burkett, he actually started talk with this awesome and straight to the point sentence. You're not special, not your game, and you never ship it in. And surprise? Well, so I think a lot of developers doesn't realize how hard it is to make money, let alone survive. So you probably end up quarter or less than when you start out. And it's true, I lost all my savings like for about a year or so when I do my own game studio. Okay, so what this talk is about, well, let's start with things that I want to point out first. This talk will be really not professional talk, so it will be based on my experience and my fellow developer experience. And it will be applied, oh sorry. Okay, better? Okay. So this will probably apply to the case where you bootstrap your game studio, which means you don't have any reliable source of income. So if you are backed by venture capital or some other level income thing, then this talk might not be that useful to you. And also it will be focused more on mobile because that's what I have my experience with. And finally, I truly believe that everybody will have different journey. So please keep in mind that there's no right and wrong and there's no solid pattern. You will just have to find your own pattern and have your own journey. You probably wonder who the hell am I? So, my name is Fang. Actually I have a Thai name, but I don't use that because it's too hard. I spent my last 10 years making mobile game for many game companies, and then I just recently started my own game studio called Thinkbox Studio. We are based in Bangkok, Thailand, and we have been operating since 2013, so it's probably roughly around 4 years right now. When I created Thinkbox Studio 4 years ago, we started off with a team of 6, and we have been going strong so far. I'm proud to tell you that today we have a total team of 5. Yeah. Well, I just hired you guys over we come back and see last month. But yeah, you get the point. If you want to see what I did and what I do at my studio, no, I'm gonna show you. Oops, sorry. Let me go back. There you go. actually have a sound, but so cool, huh? Well, almost all of those you just saw are still stuck in my pipeline for years. I really don't have time to do it. And although I have some games that I was able to push out, start with this failed Flappy Bird clone game called Super Flappy Ultimate Edition, which is very successful. Not so much. But luckily, I also have one big title called Monster Gold, which so far we only released it on Windows Store. Other than those two games, we don't have any games. So this one's only on Windows Store, so we don't have it on Apple Store and Android Store as well. So despite all that, we're still in business. Actually, this company has been really good for us. Well, when it comes to making mistakes running a video game, I'm also one of that guy who made a lot of them during this past year. I can assure you, I am the worst person to be talking about this. But at the same time, I'm also able to tell you what I did wrong and how would I do it differently. So, yeah, hopefully useful to you guys. Let's start. When you produce a game, it generally boils down to two kinds of work, right? Coding and creating game asset. It should be backbone team that you need. Depending what kind of game you want to make. If you want to make like a story-driven game, you might need a writer. But that's pretty much the backbone team. It is a good idea to start off small. It's more efficient that way, and also more efficient if you can fill in at least one of those two roles if you want to be on the safe side. Also find co-founder. This is really important. Also find co-founder. If you are one guy, then you better find some co-founder. You know, who here are looking to start a game studio? Raise your hand, please. No? Come on. There you go, that's your co-founder right there. So, when a game reaches a certain phase, you have some sort of product that you can show, and that's when you will be needing, a business person to help marketing or finding partner for your game. In my case, I am a programmer, and my co-founder is actually a business person, so I have that going for me, which is still not enough, well, barely. If you can't fit with any of those roles, then you have better shot doing something else, seriously. And just for fun, I kind of come up with 4 levels of difficulties when you can start off when you create your own game studio, depending on many factors. And those difficulties are easy, normal, hard, and of course, insane. As the name implies, ideally you want to start off in easy mode. but although I think most of you guys will probably start out with normal or some hard. Anyhow, okay, so this is where I tell you why I don't want to do it. So if you'll be starting in easy mode if your situation, if you have reliable source of income, or maybe you are rich, maybe your parents are rich, and you can use their money, or that you have other business running that is generating income for you, then you definitely start on easy mode. And another thing, if you don't have reliable source of income, but you and your co-founder can fill in all the necessary role, then I consider that as an easy start. For normal mode, you don't have reliable source of income, you can fill in at least one of the key role, but you still need to hire some people. Like maybe you're just a programmer, but you still need to hire graphic. Then you start off in normal mode. For hard mode, well, you have no source of reliable income, and you yourself cannot do anything, and you need to hire all the talents. And for insane mode, let me give you some example. Actually, an example. Meet Kira. He is a Taiwanese one-man game indie developer. I met him a couple years back when we were attending a game event. He has this kick-ass game called Road Turtle. So it's actually awesome. He made it for his child, his son. I forgot what his name was, but it's available on iOS and Android now, so go check it out. Well, I talk about, are you ready? It's pretty easy. Don't suck. Just that, as a game studio founder, you need to learn how to tell if, if a game it sucks, but it's actually good. Based on game quality, on that. If you suck, but you can tell, then congratulations also, because you can always find a way to improve. So, and also cross-check your game with fellow developers. There's a lot of games like right around the corner. Just go check them out and compare to your game. Next one is about people. So, when I first started, I made a huge mistake by hiring 4 people. I ended up not able to use them efficiently as it should, and all my savings was burned for a year or something. Well, if I can go back time, I would just probably hire 1 or 2 graphic artists, and it's going to be more than enough. Also, people will play a big part in your operational cost. So, yeah. If you start out without needing to hire any people, then bravo. And since you're small, you're going to be competing against big company, and you're going to have a hard time hiring people. Big company will steal people from you. So you better get used to people coming and leave. There's no other ways. Otherwise, you have to compete with them with some unique environment or benefit. I think some of the speakers has already talked about what you can do is you can have them work at home or remote. That these places are. For my case, my studio is actually a really good place for a lazy person. So when you come to the office, and you can do whatever you want. I'm not going to be there in the office because I'm lazy too. I'm staying at home. Then I can't go to the office. You can play game and watch YouTube. I don't care as long as you finish your job on time. So know your worst enemy. Who is your worst enemy? Time. Yeah. And sometimes your idea too. Unless you can spend 2 years developing a game without any income, so don't make haste. Do like really quick game. you can sacrifice as little as, try to sacrifice as little quality as possible. I see a lot of developers fumble for game that is too ambitious, overwhelmingly hard to develop. I actually did a lot of that. As you can see, I have a lot of games in my pipeline. Those games are like huge. So going back to one of my games months ago, it was originally a 3 months project, but somehow it took me 2 years to do. And we actually still doing it right now. So you have a much better chance again making small game. That is, I would say roughly 2-3 months of development time. But no matter what, your game will be delayed. And there's no other way around it. The rule of thumb is, for me, is to add around 50% of the expected development time to it. So if you expect a 3-month project, then it's going to be 4 or 5. And yeah, again, prioritize small game first and expect your development to be. Okay, it's always good if you can squeeze in some extra side project. I do that all the time. I see a lot of developers actually turn down side project. Well, if you, I would say, if you resource allowed, do it when the opportunity show up. But we could have an entirely separate talk about how to find side project and how to balance them between your title and that. But not in this talk. Okay, I cannot stress how important connection is to any business. No exception with small game studio. Everyone who is successful in business will be able to confirm this. So no matter if you are an introvert, you hate socializing, or whatever is your excuse to not go out there and make contacts, don't. I'm actually an introvert nerd programmer. I know how hard it is to do this, but there is no other choice. That is actually me. But believe me, it's actually hardest the first time, and then later you will find yourself get used to it. So, having said that, anyone want to sit down and have a chat with me after the session? Please do not approach me. Send me an email. I'm kidding. Oh, this one's easy. Go there and attend event, whatever it is. Event, I don't know, events. What else? I was always a non-believer when it comes to attending this kind of event. But then I had a chance to went to an event and it completely changed how I feel about this. If you have a chance, please do. Because you can make new connections, show your game to the world, meet new friends, travel in some case, and have fun. Oh, and please send your game to compete in the pitch arena like GMGC. If you didn't send your game in this time, do it next time, okay? Because I even wanted the prize. Thank you, GMGC. So, the last part, I want to talk about when you have your game ready and what you should be doing is marketing. Hate marketing. Everybody hates marketing. Maybe try to contact Apple and Google directly to get your game featured and all that stuff. The reason that I don't do that is because it requires a lot of discipline and effort, and I'm too lazy. Now, being a lazy person, I figure it should be better if I go with publisher, although it's really a big swallow to have to give away 50-40% of your revenue from your game, but you also need to consider other factors as well. Some of the things that you need to consider are, of course, the mobile game market is too crowded. If your title is not the next one and volley of rain, then you're gonna have a hard time. And you really need to have a really innovative gameplay or something that really stands out. And many developers seem to think of publisher as some sort of unfriendly entity that will come and take all your money away. Well, I just want to remind you that 50% of something is better than 100% of nothing. But even if you decide to go with publisher, especially the big one, it's not guaranteed that they will actually pick your game. I found that most publishers, they want to see your number before they take your game. But the problem is, of course, you don't have any numbers. So I reached out to a lot of publishers, and most of my conversation was kind of like this. Hi, publisher. It's Fang. We met at GMGC last week. It was nice to sit down and talk to you about my game, blah, blah, blah. I just want to follow up on, how you want to pick up my game. Hi, Fang. It was nice to meet you too. Yeah, you sent me number you have on your game. And just basic number are fine. Yeah, even blah, 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 retention rate. And I was like, oh, I would love to do that. I didn't actually run the game yet, but I'm hoping you could pick it up. Kiss. And scene. And that's it. That's the struggle. So, what else can you do? I mean, there are several things you could do. The easiest one is to approach the smaller publisher, because they didn't have a big portfolio in their pocket yet, and they are likely to pick up your game if your game is good. And or you could go with publisher who focus on other platforms. There's a lot of platforms out there. It is a good testing kind of market, because that's what I did with my game months ago. We went with a publisher in Windows Store, and it's working well for me. So, to summarize, actually, it's all about minimizing risk when you start it out. You better have a co-founder, and you all better be able to fill any role. I mean, key position that I talked about, the programmer, graphic designer, and the business person. And try to aim to start with easy and normal mode, if you can remember. And don't suck, again. Make sure you don't suck, that is important. Only hire people if necessary, and don't overhire. And time is your worst enemy. Your game will be delayed, always. So buffer a lot of time and avoid over-ambitious project. And last, go out and meet new people. Attend event, competition, indie pitch arena. And just want to leave you guys here with who here representing publisher? Please raise your hand. Okay, developer, hunt those guys down after this, if you decide to go with publisher. And bonus point, play a lot. Even if you are an atheist like me, learn to play on something. Maybe your wife. Thanks.